We are here with Tyrel Todd, who is back in Ann Arbor. You were here for 6 years, then you spent the last year out coaching at Cal Poly. How excited are you to be back? Does it feel like coming home a little bit?
Absolutely coming home. You know, I had just an awesome college experience here, and really got to love the town of Ann Arbor, and just the wrestling family that really kind of helped me grow up. And you know, moving from Montana growing up and then coming here was such a huge change, and really just like felt wrapped in the arms of the wrestling community here. And then going away was good. It was a really good experience. Learned a lot at Cal Poly. Got to learn from some other coaches, some different perspectives a little bit. But then coming back has been absolutely. It's just been like coming home. It's comfortable. I mean, got the state-of-the-art facility we're in right now, and then with all the new things that are happening at Michigan, it's an exciting time.
Well, and you talk about these new things. It's a little different over the last year since you left. Do you just feel like there's a lot of really positive energy right now around the program?
No question. And you know, it stems just from, like you said, new energy and just some new people in the program, and guys that you know, like Donnie Pritzoff, guys like Sean Bourmet that are already very accomplished coaches, some of the most accomplished assistant coaches and just coaches at any level, and bringing them here, and then with the senior level guys training alongside myself, it's really just like, it's exciting. And these college guys, like, they have nothing to do but grow, and I like, if I was coming out of high school going to college, I would have killed to have the opportunities I have that these guys have on the team. I would have. I was just talking with Sean the other day about it, and he was like, I would have given anything to have this in college. But it's a unique experience and opportunity that's being created here, and it's just kind of getting the ball rolling. And so it's a lot's shifting, and already though, like the positive, just the positive growth. And the stuff we're seeing is outstanding.
And talk about your year coaching a little bit. Obviously, it's a little bit different when you're training freestyle and coaching folk style, but does it help you to get in there and instruct and teach every day? Does that make you a better wrestler?
You know, I think it really does. And, you know, that was something that going to Cal Poly really, like, I knew I wanted to coach. I was coming off of an injury, so, you know, I knew I could focus a little more on that. And I think, you know, it definitely helped, but I wasn't being pushed like I needed to be pushed, and now I have the opportunity to do that. And then, you know, working alongside the college guys, you can kind of bring them along as well, show them the way. And, I mean, just any kind of, like, experience we get, whether we're at the Olympic Training Center, traveling, you know, to tournaments, going to training camps, anywhere, you know, any experience we get bringing that back to the college guys it feeds that fire. It feeds that fire, and it keeps those guys motivated, keeps them excited about wrestling. And I know Andy Robat did that for me when I was here. You know, he was going to Russia, going all over, and he would come back with like this new stuff that he was working on or doing, and it really like helped like inspire and like fire me up about wrestling.
And I know one of the big goals for the coaches is to get more college guys involved in freestyle throughout their career. You did a lot of freestyle wrestling in the summer. How much benefit did that give you, and how much can it help just any college wrestler?
I mean, a huge amount. For me, confidence-wise, it was awesome. You know, coming off a college season when you're in phenomenal shape. And you know, my sophomore and junior year was healthy coming out of the college season, so I was ready to put the hammer down. You know, I think it's important to have some balance in there, because you know, staying with the grind, like, you know, all through college season and then all through the summer can be a little bit much. And for me, you know, the later in the summer I eased off a little bit and spent some time in Montana, and I think that's important. But as far as like becoming a better wrestler and like putting that time in and staying close to the fire, I think like Joe McFarland always says, you know, is really important. And so many times I think really talented wrestlers take a step back after the college season and say, well, you know, I need to let my hair down, I need to have some fun, I need to break from all of this, you know, boom, 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 this grind. And I think that in some cases, you know, they really skip an opportunity to where they can just really grow as an athlete. I mean, you look at a guy like Andrew Howe, right after season, he was stepping into into the freestyle ranks and making world teams and stuff. And like, I mean, granted, he's got a tremendous work ethic and stuff, but it just shows what can happen. I'm not saying that's going to happen for everyone, because it's not, but it really, you don't know, like, how well you can do, how much you can grow, how good you can be, unless you really give it a shot doing that freestyle.
And you were out of competition for 2 full years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A couple of injuries, and I know you got back into it this summer, and I know it didn't quite go the way you wanted to go with your high expectations, but was it good just to get back competing? Was that a step in the right direction?
For sure, and I mean, getting the training that I was doing, I was going to Colorado for a little bit, and then I'd go to the tournaments, go to the trials or the U.S. Open and stuff, and I didn't compete to at the level that I wanted to, but it's awesome to be back competing, and I'm just so excited to be in an environment where I can focus on it, really get myself to where I know I need to be, and this is the place to do it. Doing the college coaching, and then trying to get in my own workouts and stuff. It was just stretching myself a little bit. I mean, a few guys have done it, and a few guys have been successful doing that, but it's hard to do. It's hard to train yourself without having a coach.
Well, and was it all just kind of a relief to get back to it? I mean, that was a long 2 years.
It was.
And stopping and starting a little bit, and I don't know if you ever doubted that you'd come back, but I know you were frustrated at times.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it was just injury after injury, and then I had my knee and then my shoulder, and it was really frustrating. And then I would rush back. As soon as I started feeling good, I would get back and go really hard and injure something else, and I just needed some time to like kind of let my body heal and kind of just rest, like emotionally, mentally, and stuff. And that time in California was a really good time for me to do that. And so now we're where we need to be, and putting the hammer down here, competing in a little more than a month.
Well, and one of the goals of the Cliff King Wrestling Club is to really honor Cliff King the man, because a lot of people are familiar with the company and the headgear, but as a Michigan alum, you really understand what that means. Does that give you any greater sense of pride to be part of this Cliff King Wrestling Club?
It really does, and especially having a real good relationship and fairly close ties with the Keene family myself, and working out at their house in the summers when I was young in college, and being around their shop a lot. I just it really is an honor to have that name stamped on the club, and to be a part of that, and hopefully help grow that. And I mean, the Cliff King, what he's done for Michigan wrestling is kind of like laid the foundation, and it's come so far. It's neat to be able to kind of reach back to our roots and really recognize the man, the individual.
All right, thanks, Ty.
Mm-hmm.